Good morning, good morning. On big, huge news days, even though they repeat the stories a lot, over and over and over, is when I decide to move my room around in here. Don't worry, I'm not moving this. I'm tightening up some organization that didn't get done last time, which is quite much of a trend when I move my room around. Oh, I'll do that one later. Oh, I'll do that pile later. Well, hello. But my husband just told me the dam that goes across this lake, which is on the far eastern side of the lake, they have closed the walkway. It's a 2-mile walkway and road over the dam. And they have closed the walkway because they're detecting movement in the dam. Does that mean we had another earthquake? We've had quite a few. We've had a lot in the last 2 years. Not far on the other side of Columbia. Or shoddy construction. Or is it leaking? Or, thank goodness we live upstream from the dam. That's wild. They could be, overreacting for very good reasons. They have to. Oh dear, I got stuff moving around. I put a shelf to my left. And I know y'all are going to think I'm nuts. But I actually have a drawer in this shelf for current, with big project boxes, like the 12, you can use them as scrapbooking. I think they make them for scrapbooking, but I also use them for quilting, like a 12 by 12 plastic container case. I have a current project one, a 5-year project, a Hobonichi, and all the ephemera that goes with the Hobonichi. I pick out stickers from not projects, but kits that, like Allie Edwards kits. I'm like, I'm never going to use these for anything. This kind of stuff. And I put that in a large container. And that turns into like Hobonichi fodder. Fill in the gaps, fill in the holes with that kind of stuff. And it doesn't go to waste. I use it. When I print off pictures, I usually print off like 16 at a time on sticker paper, if I'm organized. And that, all of those go in there because theoretically I lose them. But anyhow, all of that to say, the barge is back. I'm not going to film it for you today. Sorry. I know you're just waiting with bated breath for the barge news. The old dock, the old ramp, the old little fish house. She had a fish house with a table where you could like clean your fish and all that kind of stuff with water and lights and everything down there. All of that is gone. But yesterday afternoon, pieces of new docks started showing up, which those all have to be trailered in by land or by water, but they haven't moved the barge back to their water base because they're a land-based business, believe it or not. Right on the street where my husband had his big car accident 3 or 4 years ago. And those guys helped him get out of his car because his airbag had gone off and he was disoriented, hit a tree to avoid a head-on collision from a, let's just say, less than sober driver. And coming at him, we think it was a mixture of medicine and alcohol or medicine and drugs. But anyhow, we're not going to go there. We just glad my husband was okay and the person was okay, supposedly went to the hospital. Tangents, babbling, 4 minutes in, babbling. That company are based on land, but they have this barge parked somewhere. We don't know where it's parked. And they've been but it didn't leave yesterday, so it couldn't have gone to pick up stuff because they're building it in like sections, like a ramp. Or maybe the ramp goes in 2 pieces because her dock is very long. Now, she was grandfathered in because you're not allowed to make a dock that long anymore without special permission from the electric company, which is the company that owns this lake. And Anyhow, it's very, oh, that is very interesting. But anyhow, these big news days where I can just like put my favorite news channel, we won't go there. Oh, and our state is being invaded this weekend. Yay, yay. Let's just say it's political stomping grounds. Anyhow, a news channel that is repeating a lot of the same stories, but there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. Those are the days I can like go brain dead and put my iPad on a TV channel and just let it run, and then I can get stuff done. So anyhow, all that being said, for whatever reason, the last 3 nights I have slept terribly. So, okay, we are 5 minutes and 48 seconds into this video. Let's talk about what we're going to do. Now, we are doing a National Geographic journal. One of my favorite ways to adapt a everyday household, somewhat everyday household item. Not as good as it used to be, but they still do stuff good online. If you get the Disney Channel, you get the National Geographic. I don't know if they still even have a regular TV channel. I don't know regular TV anymore. I watch everything on an iPad. Even at the beach, just iPad. Why people buy TVs anymore is beyond me. Anyhow, or a laptop. I just happen to do well with an iPad. Anyhow, I am going to, I have gone back and forth on what kind of substrate I was going to use for this journal, but I think I'm going to continue in one that I've already started so that possibly I can finish it and have a journal check done. So it's sitting right here in front of me, which I have to get a few things out of the way before I can reach it. It's a altered book, and I think I really will. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but I'm not against, oh, I love this, using this book. Now, there's some crazy stuff in here, too. I'm beginning to see. Love that. Ooh, Halloween. But I think I'm going to go to the end. Now, I need about 30 pages. Towards the end, I started skipping around so that it didn't get such a lumpy left. But for this, I think I need to be... Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I don't have 30 pages left in here. Okay. X-nay on that idea. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to try not to hit you. There's another journal right here that I think will be okay. This, again, is another one of these kind of journals that have been started and not finished. So this would be a good finishing project. This is a Midori. Just their regular, like, blank notebooks. Same kind of paper. Almost same kind of paper as a Hobonichi. But I've got plenty. Because these can take a licking and keep on ticking. I have a clear cover on it to try to help. I might take that off. I don't know. All right, so we're going to start right here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to skip a page and leave a gap between the way it has been being used to this project. I'm digging in my Crayola pens. I was going to do a... Let's talk about what I was going to do. I was going to do a disc-bound book and use my Hebe journal that I bought from her, from my little project. But I was arguing with it, and I was like, you know what? let's just not argue with this today. Let's do something different. Then I was like, all right, I'm going to get out one of the, just a plain insert, Traveler's Notebook insert. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do a Traveler's Notebook. Because I know the next 2 projects, at least, because I have them planned, sort of, are going to be in Traveler's Notebook inserts, I think. And they're both Halloween. One is a Halloween book that I'm going to kind of document, like I've done Michael Palin books and Mark Twain books. It's a Halloween mystery. That's all I'm going to say. So that will get me out of my Halloween anticipation and allow me to make the Halloween journal of my dreams. Not really. So that I don't get bored, because I'm not in control of the first project. It's just documenting the book. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. Like I'll take a chapter and break it down. And like say the first chapter talks about pumpkins. I'm like, okay, whatever art I come up with is going to be pumpkin related. Now, or have pumpkin in some form or fashion. Oh, I just found another journal. What is this? Oh, this is my aquatic archaeologist. You know what? I'm going to put tape over that. Sidetrack. I hope the Hawaii crowd had fun with their crafting. That is rather cool. That's all I'm going to say about that, because it's not my story to tell. But that's really cool. That's the reason why I'm here. For those kind of things to happen. All right, this is going to be problematic too. Yes, I know this is just regular Scotch tape. It's going to last my lifetime. Let's just put it that way. It'll make it to the nursing home when I'm 87. I'm going to need a big nursing home. Oh, my poor friend. Her mother died. And she's dealing with some of the stuff I dealt with. And my heart goes out to her. It's no fun. I have a feeling her mother prepared her. Or at least her sister prepared her. Her sister is much older. There's a big gap in their ages. All right. I had a National Geographic right here somewhere that I've already labeled, right? Okay, we're just gonna, I know it's 4 columns. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, here's my book that I'm basing this project off of. And I have done this before. You need to watch yesterday's video because it tells how I came up with all of this and how I do this. I take a National Geographic, I make prompts for myself, referencing pages, colors, words, articles, pictures in a National Geographic. And I make it last a whole month because for whatever reason, my brain works in month increments. I don't know why for a project. I don't know why. I think it's Ali Edwards' fault because December Daily, which is one of the first projects I ever did, was December, a month. So from then on, when I get something in my head, it stays. It just has to get there. So the only thing I'm going to do with this one, because I have done a couple of these before, and to change it up for myself, I'm adding song references. So I still don't know what I'm going to do for the song for today. But I will say that I already made myself a little, whoops, chart for myself. Just another excuse to, there's all kinds of projects in here that I haven't done. Yeah, it's crazy. Ideas, concepts. It started out as Beaver Tales, which was a journal I did in 2019. No, it was 2017, I think. 2018. As a journal from the beaver that lived in our cove, and I would see him daily. I don't see him daily now, and I don't even know if it's the same one. But anyhow, there's all kinds of stuff in here. So my plan for today is 4 columns that references this page. And I'm going to go into detail about this today, but I'm not going to do this every day. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's only 3. 3 columns and a blank space. 3 columns. But there is a song. Don't listen to my husband talking to the dog. 30. There's elephants in here. There's a large article in here about elephants. Fins. Oh, fins. Okay. If you live in the South, you know Eddie. What is his name? Who's the guy that does fins to the right, fins to the left? Margaritaville. That's what we're going to do. So we're doing 3 columns, because it really is 3. And we're doing fins to the left. So to me, that needs blue. Blue columns. So that's kind of where I go. I just kind of take inspiration from whatever's happening along the way in here. So now, okay, where does this stuff turned upside down? Okay. All right. I'm going to make this a title page. So let's just put here. Title page. August 23. Okay. I'm not gonna have to make these pages stick together. I'm only gonna do this side. I might do a little blurb here of how I got to fins and how I got to 3 columns, maybe. Okay. And you know what? This is gonna be a reason why. I love that factor from Allie Edwards. A lot of factors from Allie Edwards, but that's one of them. I almost always do a reason why now. So, okay, here. 3 columns, fins, and we happen to have made blue paper yesterday. That was still wet. So now we have, oh, here it is. These are just magazine pages. I love acrylic paper, acrylic paint on paper. I think it is a cool, crinkly lusciousness. Okay, let's get a ruler. Now we need 3 columns and a blank space. And I don't have to follow it to the T, but I like to follow it a little bit. 1. Let's get this color blue. I don't want them to all be the same color. Or the same width, even though I think Nat Geo's are, but I don't have to follow it to the T. Yeah, they are. 3 even fins. 3 even fins. 3 even columns. And let's see. Kind of want them to be a little different. Although I can add more paint, I guess. Let's just do this. And maybe not the same height. Because there are, like, the numbers are at different levels. And I'm going to kind of stagger them like that. So one could be here. One could be here. Let's take this off, though. It's just fun. Just fun. It's an excuse to play with paper. All right. We might have that one like that. I kind of like the edges where they're a little more action happening. I don't want to get rid of those. So I'm carefully turning off the edges. Although, seriously, maybe I'll put the edges at the top. Okay. Well, so much for our blank space. We're going to veto that idea because it's not going to work. My stuff is too wide. But I do want to do something like that. And then that way I can cut out a circle or something out of here and put it on here. And these two won't look exactly the same. Actually, you know what? I like this swirly action happening over here. And I think I'm going to put that here. Although oh well, it doesn't have to be the same. And there's words here. So we might put Finn right here as a title. And I'm going to just kind of mix it up here. I don't know what I'm doing, actually. Just kind of playing it by ear. I love this swirl. And there's a little bit of brown in this one. I might kind of like focus on this brush strokes, these brush strokes, and kind of put them like that. Ooh, yeah. Just to add interest. And even though once you glue it down, you can't tell the wrinkly, crinkly noise as much here, I still love it. I still love it. And I actually might even take white and make some more swirls to act like waves crashing. Now, these two things I will put in my little box of scraps. Because Lord knows you can't, I can throw these away. Even though those can be used. Seriously, seriously, seriously. Oh, here's another piece. Where is this? I'm going to add a little bit of white up here, since there's white at the top of all of them. Can you even see that? Now it really looks like waves crashing. Okay, I think I'm going to put them down. Whatever I do will be on top of them now. Don't necessarily have to put the numbers in, but I might. But since we're using the word Finn, and we're going with just the column prompt. That's weird. Oh, that was the white. Oh, dear. I didn't wait for the white to dry. Okay. A little anxious. Ready to do it. And I think I'm going to trim this down a little bit. Yeah, because I don't mind the white showing. Okay. Now what? I'm thinking internally. I could do a sticker as a title page, but I don't think I want to do that on every page or set that precedent on the very first one. I don't think. I could just put a shark tail and write, oh, we're doing that, and write fins, kind of like how Diane Reevely does her letters, although it's going to be hard to tell because There's only 4 letters here. Let's see. It could go wrong. We're going to hope and pray it doesn't. Let's see. So kind of like a shark's tail in the sky. And we're going to put a body. So there, okay. And I'm going to do this in a different color. But I'm doing it in a pencil because I'm not used to writing like this at all. Oops. I could have done it in magazine letters. Oh well. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to erase that so it's barely visible. Okay, now I'm going through my magic drawer pens. Okay, I've got 3 blues here of all different kinds. So this one's we shall see. And then I think I might go around it in black. Once it dries. These two are very close in color here. I don't know if this is what I want to do. I don't know. All right, let's find a different blue. Because I really like blue, I think. Does it look like the shark is coming at you from the waves? I don't know. Does it need to? I don't know. Now, let's just do this black. I don't even know if I need to now. Too late now. I started. I'm really contemplating on getting a shirt made that says Orca, Okra, Ochre. And have like pictures. I don't know. I just think that is hysterical. Am I stupid? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Maybe we need a 4x8 paper stuff t-shirt shop, you know? All of my stupid sayings. I have to go back and listen to some videos. All right. You know what? This is going to be really kind of silly. But I'm so ready to go to the beach. We were talking about what we are going to bring with us. We're going overnight, hopefully. At the end of this month. Just to kind of see what's happening. There's some dates available, and we're just going to see what's happening. Get our golf cart charged so that when I go back at the beginning of October, I can go ahead and use the golf cart because my husband's not going to be there. Oh, that doesn't look brown, does it? No. He's going to be out of town. And I can go ahead and start the golf cart without fear of it catching on fire. It doesn't look very brown either. It looks orange. Trying to establish sand. And we're like going to take a couple things down with us, like big things, like my new chopping block, cutting board, not chopping block, which is 20 pounds. But just kind of I what's happened over the last 5 months and see what we're dealing with in October. So I think I'm just going to leave it. It's not very creative. What's tomorrow's prompt? Maybe I can be more creative tomorrow. Oh, the layout. Oh, I need a bunch of pictures. But what did I come up with for the word? Okay. Way. Here's my book. There's a song called Way Down Way Down Yonder on the Chattahoochee. Yeah, I don't have it. But I'm going to make pictures somehow. Okay, this was fins. And this is Way Down Yonder. Alan Jackson. I've been to one of his concerts a long time ago. My husband's daughter and her friends wanted to go. So we took them. Okay. Oh, enough babbling. Uh-oh. That's okay. We'll cover it up. No worries. All right. I like it. I think. Kind of boring. We'll have to just go from here and remove the boring factor. All right. Big news day in the U.S. We shall see how it all ends up. And that same crowd is coming here this weekend. Ay, ay, ay. Hold on to your wallets. All right. Kappa's on the glue stick. Haven't lost my scissors. Semi-clean here. And away we go. Thanks for watching. Bye.